I'm Susan. Today I'm participating in the 50 Stack Challenge 2 hosted by Amy of Crafty Cat. And our prompts for this week is right and left. And so I'm going to make corner pockets. So y'all just join along with me. And without further ado, let's get started. I hope you're doing great today. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Here I am cutting my corner pockets, and I'm just doing a 3.5 inch square because I want to do one of those flip over corner pockets. Here I'm just making my corners meet and giving it a good press down with my bone folder. How's the weather in y'all's neck of the woods? Here it's been a little bit rainy, but it's been cooler, so I can't complain about that. But it has rained a good bit, and our lawnmower's been messed up, so we haven't had been able to cut our grass, so that's never good. And here I'm just cutting some coffee dyed paper into 3.5 inch squares. My oven, the pan I used left those little lines, so I'm trying to line up those lines so that when you flip it open, you'll have a line to write on. I really shouldn't have even bothered folding the coffee dyed paper. I could have just folded it down when I closed it up, and it would have been easier anyway than trying to line up everything. In fact, I put the glue on the wrong side on the second one, and so I had to refold it anyway. Now I'm just trimming up and neatening up my edges, and then I'll ink around my corners. And I'm using walnut stain distress ink. And now it's time to decorate. And I found these images in a little book I found at the Salvation Army. And I was excited to find it. And I'll show it to you at the end. And because they were a little bit too tall, I just trimmed them down so that they fit. At first I wasn't too worried about them sticking over, but it's like as I got to thinking about it, I realized that they'll catch every time I want to journal in that spot. So now I just ink around these with the same walnut stain. Now I look for things to add with my images. And I love this rose, but it is sticking over, although at the time I hadn't realized how that could be a problem. But I only had one, and I kind of wanted them to match. So I found these images, and that's when I start playing around, and then it dawns on me about it catching. I was going to add some of this doily. My grandmother made this doily, but it started unraveling. So I've just been kind of using it. It lets me keep a little bit of it with me. But it was really just kind of too thick and heavy for these pockets. So I found this vellum in my little box beside me of leftover scraps. And so I decided to use that. So I just play around with the layering until I'm happy with what I have. And here it dawns on me the problems I could have with it sticking over. Her head sticking over just a little bit. I don't think that'll be as much of a problem. And now I just repeat everything with the other corner. Now I'll look for some little words to go at the bottom to just kind of set it off. And that one says Dream of Beauty. And the other one says A Happy Place to Be. Now I feel like it just needs a little something else. And I feel like you can't go wrong with bling. So I just add some bling to my corners. I'm not happy with the bling being in like a straight line, so I'll move the little diamond shaped pieces over, and then I'll glue it all down so that I know, so that it'll stay. Well, here are my finished pieces. And this is the first time I've made the flipped out journaling part. And I made this with the idea of my cat correspondence journal in mind. And I got these images. I found this book at the Salvation Army. And it has so many cute images in there. So that's why I picked that, because it goes along with my shabby cats. And I've got my right tuck, which would go on the page like that. And I've got my left tuck, which will go on the page like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Be sure and check out Amy's channel at Crafty Cat, and be sure and check out the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge too to see what everyone else has made. This has been a really fun challenge. Y'all have a great and wonderful day, and until next time, bye y'all.